What's a dimp, you might ask? I'm too busy cutting their heads off to tell you. Hello, everybody. My name's James. This is Undecember. It's one of them action RPG type doodads that you hear so much about on iOS and Android these days. If anything, Diablo was late to the game because loads and loads of these already existed. This is a new one that appeared in the last couple of weeks or so, I believe. It's been on the Out Now lists. So I'm always checking them and hoping to do videos when I can. I've seen a few more recently. I'm hoping to do a few more in about, a week or so as well. So do stay tuned for that. And this one, we've already done the bit where you start out massively overpowered and you have literally every type of weapon and spell available to you. And then it's punted me back to the bit where, 10 years later and you're a different character and you've got absolutely no powers whatsoever. And so you're starting from the off once more. But eventually, beyond just this sword that I've got equipped here, you wind up with special attacks, magical spells, all the usual things you might find. I'm always interested in the onboarding of these things because I'll be honest, and I suspect some of you feel the same, I find it tough to tell some of these apart from one another. They become much of a muchness, you know what I mean? Like when it's a free-to-play, fantasy-based grind-a-thon RPG, let me grab all that stuff, you can be a little bit like, I've kind of seen them 1,000 times. And it ultimately comes down to the same flavor expressed in slightly different mediums. Do you like it with sci-fi? Do you like it with dark fantasy? Do you like it all chirpy and quaint like Fable? Like those appear to be kind of the options. This one has got full voice acting in it, which is kind of a novelty. Often this is just text. And so getting that requires, I guess, a bit of effort, a bit of budget and stuff like that. And it looks okay. When I was firing out mad amounts of lightning and plasma from my fingers earlier, like just constant area of effect attacks, it almost looked a bit God of War. Happy God of War Day, everybody. Ragnarok is here. Let's see. Menu button. We're still in tutorial mode, of course. So let's have a look. What does the Zodiac do? We've got our strength dex int bit. So what do we want to invest in? Inevitably I'm going to be a mage because that's what I always do. Press button to reset your status. Must I? Okay. These are my zodiac signs. Oh, adorable. Let's go in and I'm going to smash up the intelligence. Can I do that now? I don't know if I can. Can I? Have I got anything to spend? Oh, calculator. What? Can I enter a number greater than the input range? All right then, I'll just smash everything into intelligence. There you go. Apply. Bang! Something happened. Good, I'm happy. Numbers went up. That's video games, right? So I'm in a starting area. Clearly that's another human character because it was a complete nonsense name. As always, we're going to run over to our folks with the little exclamation points.
I'm glad to see that you're unharmed.
I wonder if this guy's going to pull out a fiddle or a lute or something. Okay, we're going to skip past all your chat. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it. A return scroll. A crescent slash or a spread shot. Ooh, I want that. Now, hopefully, can I go ahead and equip the nice attack? That would be good. Look at all this stuff. Oh my god. As soon as you get thrown into the little town square bit where now you have to start collecting missions and doing whatnot.
Those damn dimps.
This is surprisingly high rent, you know. Usually this stuff is just a text box out and no character animations or voiceover. So fair play. Mostly we're just here for the fighting. We all know this. Skip, I don't care. I'm not interested. Thank you very much. Keep chatting.
If you don't understand, what's with the stupid look on
Yeah. I always feel like onboarding these type of games is one of the trickiest things because there is so much to deal with, you know. You've got to teach so many systems from like combat being the easiest of them really. Everything else in terms of like leveling up your character and loot collection and however many different types of currencies are involved. These are the things my brain kind of fogs over a little bit after a while. After you hear so many of them anyway, you get used to one system and then immediately like, so is it the purple gems with this one and the steel ingots, or is it the gold bars and is it the rubies and like, I don't know. It's all the same thing. Go to the yellow wastelands. Oh, good. This is what I want to do. I want to go out there and actually do some stuff. Is it this way? Oh, it's back here, isn't it? Hang on. All this stuff. See, this is getting in the way of my D-pad. I'm already unimpressed. I think I can go this way. Yeah, man, I thought this was a way out. Can I not go out here? No? Do I have to go all the way down? Is that the deal? Go through here, yes? Oh, there we go. Lovely. The Yellow Wastelands. Let's go and explore. Right, now we're talking. Map in the top right. Wogs at my feet. Very good. This is the bare bones of it. This is what we're here for. The hacking and also the slashing. The thing with these is because they come at you in such vast waves, I rarely ever feel any actual peril. They're just kind of things to be chopped down. And I guess we're near the beginning of the game, but with all of these, they're kind of just cannon fodder, you know? It's just like having wet tissue paper thrown at you that you then just swipe through endlessly. I'd be actually interested to know this. If folks have got these kind of RPGs, forget Diablo Immortal for a minute, like these kind of RPGs which are not based on a massive IP or anything, they're their own thing and they fall into this format. Do you have any good ones that you recommend? Is there something that I should be playing? Because I'm not going to lie, they do blur into one another for me, and I find myself like less inclined to dive into a brand new one just because it's like I've been here, I've done all this. The plot probably isn't going to be incredible. I don't want to be mean. Maybe this one's amazing. It does seem to have, a bit more time put into it, but I haven't encountered one that's really bowled me over yet. And in the end, it just seems to be kind of the same old repetitive business. Let's go up here and I want to open the mastery because I'd quite like an additional attack if that was possible. Ooh, crash landing. This is just compendium stuff. I'm not interested in storybook business. What I want is a nice new attack. Beauty, I can do my hair. That's good. A playtime event, don't care. So I want to drag stuff into the nice slots, if possible. Let's spend some more Zodiac. Oh, here we go. Not available. Tilt points, not available. Planes. I'm tapping everything I can and I'm not getting anything good. Well, fine. I'll push on as is. But yeah, if you've encountered one of these that really does it for you, or maybe offers something a little different from the competition, something that makes it stand out, let me know in the comments. I'd be keen to try one of these that sparked my imagination a little bit more. And that's not to say that they're not perfectly competent. This is fine. It's working. It's doing its thing. I'm just eh. However, perhaps you've been waiting for another one of these to come on, having exhausted your previous. Well, Undecember, currently out, iPhone, iPad, Android, if you want to give it a go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. This video is made in association with Alchemy Stars' Halloween event, One Cut of Screams. Players can pit Aurorian teams against spooky new levels in the timed Into the Haunted House stage, as well as build their own movie studio in the Cloud Garden. Collect antique coins for a chance to unlock new 5-star character Sadie, and log in for daily perks and resources. Alchemy Stars is out now on iOS and Android.